Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the next film that came out in this year's Studio Ghibli Fest, The Cat Returns. So this film came out, I believe, in 2002, so this film's actually almost 20 years old, and this was the first time that I got a chance to go see this film. And it's definitely not on the same level as some of the all-time great Studio Ghibli films like Spirited Away, Princess Mononoke, but this is a fun, really enjoyable film. And I think one of the biggest positives about this is it's a fun, interesting, and crazy fantasy story. And it really takes you to a different world of cats, and takes you on a fun adventure. And I think that's the most important thing about this film, as you can tell this one's definitely one of the more geared towards kids kind of Studio Ghibli film. Definitely no Grave of the Fireflies, can tell you that much. But this is honestly a pretty harmless film. It's about a young woman who saves this cat, who's a prince, and she gets whisked away to this cat world where she's supposed to marry this young cat prince, and she has this group of two cats and a crow who are trying to help her out, and it's crazy, it's all over the place, it's really goofy, it has some great characters that are really interesting and a lot of fun, so that definitely keeps you engaged in this film. And I think the vocal cast on the dub version, which is what I saw, I really enjoyed. Anne Hathaway's great as our young lead, and then we have Cary Elwes, Peter Boyle, and Elliot Gould playing some great characters that are the two cats and the crow trying to help her out. And Tim Curry pops up as well as the Cat King, and he's really enjoyable and funny. And the thing about this film is it definitely moves along a lot quicker in its story than a lot of anime films. It still has that anime kind of pacing feel where it's not like crazy, 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 crazy like Americanized kids animated film kind of pace, but it still whisks along a lot quicker than some other films. But the thing is, this film is still absolutely gorgeous. Looks beautiful, there's some fantastic shots in it, and they do a lot of cool things. And I think the biggest drawbacks of this film is it's very short and concise, and like speeds along in its story, and before you know it, the movie's over, and it kind of feels a bit rushed in terms of fleshing out the story and some of the characters. And I think the other thing is this film doesn't really dig too deep into a whole lot of things. It goes into some good, nice themes of like figuring out what you want and speaking for yourself, but in general it doesn't go super deep into a whole lot of things. It's definitely not one of the more mature Studio Ghibli films, but that shouldn't take away from the fact that this film is a lot of fun. It has beautiful music, really beautiful music. I saw this last week and the music really did stick out to me and still sticks out now. But overall, I think this film is a lot of fun. It's worth checking out. It's actually really short. It's like I think like an hour and 15 minutes. And it's just an enjoyable, fun jaunt. And that's why I'm going to give The Cat Returns a B+.